Do you want better and happier relationships? Today, I'll share 8 simple tips to help you. Let's get started. 1. First up, let's talk about talking. Good talking means sharing what you think and feel in a clear way. And good listening means really hearing what the other person has to say without thinking about what to say next. Remember, when someone talks, try to listen with your full attention. It shows you care about what they're saying. Know and respect each other's limits. Everyone has things they are okay with and things they are not okay with. It's important to know these things about each other. Talk about what makes you comfortable and what doesn't. This helps avoid misunderstandings and keeps everyone feeling happy. It's about spending time together. It's not just hanging out, but doing things that make both of you feel good. Do fun activities together that you both enjoy. This makes your bond stronger and keeps things fun. Here's a simple one. Say thank you. Everyone likes to feel appreciated, right? Tell people thank you for the little things they do. It can make a big difference and make them feel really special. Solve problems together. Sometimes you might not agree, and that's okay. What's important is how you handle it. Stay calm and talk about your feelings. Work on finding a solution together instead of arguing over the problem. Today is to support each other in growing healthy relationships. Mean both people can grow and change. Cheer each other on in your goals and dreams. Be there for each other through good times and bad. 2. Effective communication. If we don't talk clearly, things can go wrong fast. Picture this. You're building a tower, but you're not telling your friend how to help. What happens? The tower falls. It's just like that with talking to people. If we're not clear, we end up with messes, hurt feelings, and maybe even lost friends. Have you ever seen a small misunderstanding turn into a huge argument because people didn't talk clearly? Here's a simple way to do better. Speak clearly, be kind, and really listen. When you talk, think about how your words sound to someone else. And when it's your turn to listen, don't just wait for your turn to speak. Really try to get what they are saying. It's about making a real connection, not just chatting. And keep this in mind from George Bernard Shaw. The biggest problem with communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Make sure you're really getting through, not just speaking without being heard. Clear talking helps fix problems before they even start. Use it right, and you'll see how much smoother things go. Keep talking, keep listening, keep understanding. That's your bridge to getting along better. 3. Empathy and understanding. Have you ever heard the saying, walk a mile in their shoes? That's what empathy is all about. Think about a time when a friend felt sad, and you could tell just by looking at them. By understanding their feelings, you could help them better. That's empathy. Feeling what others feel and understanding where they're coming from. If we don't try to understand each other, we start feeling alone or misunderstood. Imagine your friend is upset because they lost something important, but instead of trying to understand, you ignore their feelings and tell them it's no big deal. This can make them feel even worse. They might think you don't care about them or their feelings, which can hurt your friendship. So what can we do to be more empathetic? First, really listen when someone is talking to you about how they feel. Don't just hear their words. Try to feel what they're feeling. Ask questions like, how does that make you feel? Or, what can I do to help? It shows you care and want to understand. Remember what Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird said, you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it. Let's try to do that more often. Being empathetic makes us better friends, better family members, and better partners when we truly understand each other. We build stronger, happier relationships. So let's make an effort to connect deeply, understand better, and support each other. It's a simple change that makes a big difference. 4. Appreciation and gratitude. Have you ever felt a boost when someone thanked you for something small? That's the power of appreciation. Imagine your friend helps you with a project, and you just nod and move on. Now, think about how different it would feel if you stopped and said, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help." That little thank you can make a big difference. When we forget to show gratitude, people can feel taken for granted. It's like if you give someone a gift and they don't acknowledge it, you might feel a little hurt, right? Over time, if we don't express thanks, our relationships might start to feel cold and distant. People might stop helping or reaching out because they don't feel valued. So, what can we do to show more appreciation? Start by noticing the little things people do for you every day. Then make sure to tell them you appreciate it. A simple thank you can go a long way. Try to be specific about what you're thankful for. Like saying, "Thanks for listening to me today. It really helped me feel better." William Arthur Ward said, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it." Let's make sure we're giving that gift of gratitude every chance we get. 5. Quality time together. Ever heard, time spent together is time well spent? That's all about quality time. Imagine you and your friend are hanging out, but both of you are just staring at your phones. You're together, but not really together. True quality time means being fully there with each other, doing something fun or meaningful. If we don't make time for each other, we start feeling distant. Think about a plant that isn't watered. It starts to wilt. It's the same with relationships. Without spending good, quality time, our connections start to fade. You might begin to feel like you don't really know the other person anymore, or you're just not that close. So how can we make sure we're spending quality time? First, plan specific times to do things together without distractions. No phones, no TV, just the two of you. Maybe play a game, go for a walk, or cook a meal together. And when you're doing these things, really focus on enjoying each other's company. And remember, it's not about the quantity of time you spend, but the quality. Even a short coffee break can be perfect if you give each other your full attention. Quality time strengthens our bonds and makes our relationships richer and more fun. Let's make an effort to be truly present when we're with others. It makes a big difference. 6. Supporting personal growth. If we don't support each other's efforts to grow, we might start feeling like we're on different paths. It's like when friends grow apart because they develop different interests and no one tries to keep up. Without support, people can feel lonely and undervalued, even if they're always around others. So how can we better support personal growth? Start by showing interest in what the other person cares about. Ask them about their projects, their dreams, and what they're learning. Maybe read a book they like, or watch a documentary on their new hobby. And always give them a cheer when they make progress. As Oprah Winfrey said, the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. When we help others live their dreams, we're part of that adventure too. Supporting each other's growth doesn't just keep relationships strong. It makes them more exciting and fulfilling. Let's commit to being each other's biggest fans. It's a way to show we truly care, and it makes our own journeys richer too. 7. Respect for boundaries. When someone ignores our personal space, it can make us feel uncomfortable or even upset. It's like if someone keeps barging into your room without knocking. It's not just annoying, it can make you feel like you don't have any privacy. If this keeps happening, it might lead to fights or hurt feelings. How can we do better with boundaries? Always ask first, before you do something that involves someone else. Check in with them. You could say, "Is it okay if I borrow this? Or are you up for talking right now?" It shows that you care about how they feel. Brené Brown once said, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others." Remember, respecting someone's boundaries shows you respect them as a person. Keeping in mind everyone's boundaries helps us all feel respected and safe. It's about giving space when needed and still being there for each other. Let's try to be mindful of each other's space. It will make all our relationships stronger and more comfortable. Showing appreciation isn't just nice. It strengthens our bonds and fills our relationships with warmth and respect. Let's make a habit of thanking those around us. It'll brighten their day and ours too. 8. Supporting personal growth. If we don't support each other's efforts to grow, we might start feeling like we're on different paths. It's like when friends grow apart because they develop different interests and no one tries to keep up. Without support, people can feel lonely and undervalued, even if they're always around others. So how can we better support personal growth? Start by showing interest in what the other person cares about. Ask them about their projects, their dreams, and what they're learning. Maybe read a book they like, or watch a documentary on their new hobby. And always give them a cheer when they make progress. As Oprah Winfrey said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." When we help others live their dreams, we're part of that adventure too. Supporting each other's growth doesn't just keep relationships strong. It makes them more exciting and fulfilling. Let's commit to being each other's biggest fans. It's a way to show we truly care, and it makes our own journeys richer too. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more such content.